Don't worry about what a chick has to say. All you need to do is understand game, meaning all you need to do is understand who you are and the real reason why you want to have sex with a woman.
I'm Keith, winner of the Bad Boy Membership Contest. I recently joined the Bad Boy Membership, but I wish I'd done it a long time ago because the content is the real deal. It helps you become more secure, confident, and masculine, which will help you in all aspects of your life, but especially with women. So thank you for the prizes that I won, but the real thanks is for the powerful content. Get on the Bad Boy Membership now. You won't regret it.
Go to badboymembership.com. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com.
What's going on? It's your boy Miles Cunningham. Shout out to Lucario. Shout out to all the supporters. Shout out to all the moderators. Unique 79, True Savage, April MC. Appreciate all of y'all, you know what I'm saying? And always, remember the Bad Boy Membership. You guys got to get on that, man. You guys got to get on that, man. This, a lot of stuff going on in the game, man. We got to stay vigilant, man. We got to understand what's going on. And also, I want to say that Mac Lives Matter. Mac Lives Matter. Go get your sweatshirts. You know what I'm saying? Winter's coming up. The temperatures are dropping, you know what I'm saying? So get your sweatshirts and your hoodies and your t-shirts and all that. Mac Lives Matter and Game Saves Lives. And we got the Women Love Sex. And we also have, God to these hoes and all the other famous quotes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, get on that Bad Boy Membership. And once you get on the Bad Boy Membership, make sure you watch the Game Kings documentary in its entirety. We catching a lot of guys calling into the show. They on the Bad Boy Membership, and we appreciate you. But a lot of dudes are not really taking this seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, yo, do you watch the Game Kings documentary? It's like, oh yeah, I didn't get to finish it. And they calling it, asking us to do more programs that are actually already on the Bad Boy Membership. So a lot of guys are signing up for the Bad Boy Membership, but they're not utilizing it. And this is what happens with a lot of things where people subscribe to stuff, but they don't actually use it. A lot of people want to say that things don't work, but the truth is you're not working it. Like, you're not doing what you got to do. You're not applying what you need to apply. So don't just sign up to the Bad Boy Membership. Sign up to the Bad Boy Membership and, enhance your game. Like, watch the content. Go through the over 95 programs that we have on there and understand it's a lot of stuff to go through. There's a whole lot of stuff to go through. Shoot, we're closer to 100 now. We're closer to 100 different programs. And we got a couple seminars on there too. There's a lot of content and you have to make time for it. Understand? There's a lot of heavy content on. There's a lot of heavy game. And as long as you guarantee yourself that you're gonna work on your game, that you're gonna take in the content, that you're gonna go through the content and you're gonna apply it to the game, it's guaranteed to work. It's guaranteed to work. I mean, we have enough proof that we've changed so many lives. Guys call into the show, guys in the chat, guys on the Bad Boy Membership, and we are changing lives out here. Guys are talking about how their relationships have gotten better with women and with themselves and with everybody in their life. Like, certain things are undeniable, and the Bad Boy Membership is one of those things. But it's up to you to really take the content and apply it to your life. Anyway, that's a long enough PSA about that. What I want to talk about today is understanding that wanting something doesn't make you thirsty. Now, what happens in the game and dealing with females and stuff is that a lot of times, these chicks love to come with shaming language. And this is the difference between somebody who understands game and somebody who doesn't. Where a lot of us we fall for the okie doke when it comes to shaming language, and it's sort of like a shit test, but it's a woman kind of seeing where you're at mentally. And a lot of times, like you might be there with a chick, you might be flirting with her, you might be talking about sex, and then she might say some shit like, oh well, why you so desperate, or why you so why you so all about sex, and what's the rush, and all of this type of shit they might say to you. See, the thing, and your response to any of those things should be, who thirsty? Ain't nobody thirsty. I just know what I want because I know who I am. You understand? There's a difference between being thirsty and being desperate for something, and knowing what you want and why you want it. Because the thing is, when you understand game, and when you're out on a date, and when you're dealing with a female, you understand that a woman's desire to have sex with you, it shows her level of interest, right? It shows her willingness to cooperate. It shows her willingness to, share space with you. It shows her willingness to share her body with you, and for you to share your body with her. It shows her willingness and her interest of intimacy, right? And then so everything else after that, it's like, well, okay, you need her to show a certain level of cooperation. That's really what sex is really about. Like, a lot of guys, they don't even realize the reason why they want to have sex. You understand? A lot of guys out there who don't understand game, they don't even realize the real reason behind why you're trying to have sex with a chick. You want to have sex with a chick because you want to know how far she's willing to cooperate. You want to know how much she's willing to, like you want her to show her level of interest for you. And if she's willing to share her body, if she's willing to be vulnerable around you, then that shows where she's at. That shows her level of interest, and that shows her level of attraction. You want to know that this girl is attracted to you. You want to know that this girl is willing to follow your lead and do what you say. So when you're in the bedroom and you tell her to turn around so you can hit her from the back, she just automatically turns around. When you tell her to take off her clothes, she takes off her clothes. When you tell her to unbuckle your pants, and then she does it immediately. You understand? When you tell her, put on those heels that I like. You understand? You want to know that the woman she's interested, and she's willing to cooperate, and she's willing to be vulnerable, and she's willing to listen, and she's willing to follow. She's willing to trust your judgment and take and have you take the lead. That's the true reason. You understand? Sex, they talk about sex in different arenas, but sex has a lot to do with vulnerability, and sometimes it has a lot to do with dominance, but not just dominance, but it's like a woman is agreeing to the idea of your dominance. You understand? Because the vagina has to acquiesce to the shape of the penis. That's the simple physical description of what's actually happening during sex. But symbolically, it's the woman letting the man know that she is willing to be dominated. She's willing to be led by a substantial leader, a substantial warrior, a man. You understand? Sex is an expression of a woman saying to herself, I am willing to trust you. I'm willing to trust you, and I'm willing to be vulnerable and naked in front of you, and still find pleasure in that. You understand? So when a chick just looks at you and tries to act like, oh, you thirsty or you desperate, and it's like, look, it's not even about all that. It's not about all that. I could be talking to any girl right now. You're not special. So it's not about me being desperate for sex, especially not desperate for sex with you specifically. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find women that are willing to be vulnerable and are willing to be led. And we can start in the bedroom, because that's one of the most substantial situations as far as vulnerability and intimacy. You understand? So just like how you can offer a woman an invitation out to a date, nobody's looking at her as like, oh, you desperate for somebody to buy you a drink, or you desperate to spend time with a man. It's not about being desperate. It's about getting to know somebody, right? So in the same way, sex, having the desire to have sex is not about desperation, and it's not about being thirsty. You understand? As men, we have to realize that there's a reason behind why we want to have sex. And we have to keep that in mind so we don't fall for the okie-doke. Because a lot of times, dudes fall for the okie-doke. Dudes get like what they call shit tested by women, and they lose their shit. They fall apart. They have a, they take it personal. Like, oh damn, why she trying to shame me, or why she trying to do this? That's why I don't really mess with girls. That's why girls is like this, and that's why I don't hypergamy and gold diggers and shaming language, and I can't stand women and blah blah blah. And it's like, bruh, it's like, don't worry about what a chick has to say. All you need to do is understand game, meaning all you need to do is understand who you are and the real reason why you want to have sex with a woman.
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first you're gonna have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.
See, the crazy part is that on a surface level, on a physical surface level, the average guy who doesn't really understand game thinks that he wants to have sex because he's horny. You understand? He thinks, I want to have sex with her because her ass is fat. I want to have sex with her because she's cute. I want to have sex with her because she turns me on. But understand that there's levels to this shit, right? There's levels to understanding. Now, yes, we're all basically animals, and we all have an animalistic urge, and we have lust, and we have an animalistic attraction to the opposite sex, and we want to have sex for the simple the simple process of procreation. That's how we were designed, and I get that, you're right. But as men, we have to elevate our understanding to a higher level and understand that there is there's a more sophisticated reason why sex is necessary. You understand? Especially when I'm first getting to know a chick, because I don't want to waste time with a woman that can't see herself being vulnerable or intimate with me. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for me to give my time and energy and resources to a woman that is not willing to be vulnerable and intimate with me. Therefore, meaning that she doesn't, if she doesn't see me as a leader, if she doesn't see me as someone she can trust, if she doesn't see me as someone that she can follow while she's being vulnerable, meaning that she trusts me with her well-being. Because you have to understand something. And shout out to Sterling Cooper. He talks about this, and check out his there's a link in the description to his program. He has a very extensive program covering all different facets of bedroom and dating and so on and so forth. He got books and he has video courses and stuff. So check out that description. But Sterling Cooper talks about how there's a crazy paradigm with sex where, as men, being the bigger, stronger gender, that we pretty much hold during sex, we hold the well-being of a woman in our hands, because the pleasure of sex can easily turn to pain, and the overall situation of sex can easily turn to a man, like I said, who's bigger and stronger genetically. It can turn to us bringing harm to a woman. You understand? And the thing is that with sex, when a woman says she's willing to have sex with you, there's a level of trust. There's a level of vulnerability that she's showing. She's showing you that, hey, I trust that you're a man. you're bigger and stronger than me, and I'm willing to be vulnerable with you, because if you truly wanted to, you can hurt me. If you truly wanted to, you can do terrible things to me. But I'm trusting that you won't, because I see that you have you have certain qualities of a leader that I can trust in. So I'm willing to be naked in front of you. I'm willing to exchange bodily fluids with you. You understand? I'm willing to put my mouth on you in intimate places. And I'm willing to let you I'm willing to let you penetrate my intimate spaces. There's a lot of things that are being said during sex, which is why sex has to happen early on when you are deciding whether or not to give your time, energy, and resources to a woman. If she doesn't see you as the type of man that she can trust, that she can be vulnerable with, that she can be intimate with, and that she can follow. You understand? If she doesn't see you that way, there's absolutely no reason for you to continue on dealing with that woman. Period. You understand? So there's a lot of game behind sex. So when a woman just tries to shit test you or shame you or act like, oh well, why are you so desperate, or why? It's not about that. It's not about that. And the average dude, he might fall for it because he doesn't understand what sex is about neither. But I'm telling y'all, sex is about something deeper. There's a certain understanding. There's a certain communication that a woman is expressing when she decides that she is gonna have sex with a man. And there's a certain communication that a man expresses when he decides to have sex with a woman as well. You understand? That mutual vulnerability is what brings you together. And then that dominance of penetration is what shows her the type of man that you are on a physical level. You understand? And then the way she responds to your dominance, it also shows you the type of femininity that she has and that you inspire in her. And then as she responds to you in a feminine manner, then you're through lust and the physicality of it, your dominance also increases. Don't you notice that when you're having sex and the woman is enjoying herself and she's moaning and all of this and all of that, it actually gets you more excited, and it makes your dick harder. So it actually, her feminine submissiveness to your dominance actually enhances your dominance, and then your dominance continues to enhance her femininity, and then it's a cycle. It's a dance. It's something that works together. You and that woman are working together. So the I guess you could call it the agreement of sex, or the act of sex between you and her. It's symbolic. You understand? It's saying more. It's saying a lot more than just this. It's saying she's telling you that I'm willing to be submissive. I'm willing to be dominated. And you're telling her, I have the ability to dominate you. And you should trust me. Because even though I'm a man and I can hurt you, I can do bad things to you if I truly wanted to, I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually going to bring you pleasure, and I'm going to protect you. You understand? But again, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot going on when it comes to sex. But that's understanding game, and that's understanding who you are as a man, and that's understanding that there's a lot more to this. There's a whole lot more. There's levels to this shit. So when these people try to not just women will try to shame you. Other people will try to, maybe even your boys or your family or whoever, where people be like, damn, why you always gotta have sex, and why you always doing this and you always doing that. And the average person is looking at you, and if you talk about sex, or if you say that you're interested in having sex, they're looking at you like there's something wrong with you, or like you're desperate, or you're a nympho, or whatever. And it's like, look, it's not about that. It is not about that. There's a lot more going on when it comes to sex. And I think I'm gonna do this topic, sparks another. I'm gonna do my next video. I'm gonna talk about porn. You understand? And I'm gonna talk about a different way that we can look at porn, because people try to shame people for watching porn too. You understand? So I'm gonna talk about that too. But there's a lot going on when it comes to sex, guys. So don't fall for the okie doke, and don't make people you don't allow people to think less of yourself when it comes to the requirement of sex, because it's a requirement. Let's not fool ourselves. If we're trying to get to know a woman and we're trying to see where she's at when it comes to her spending time with us and being a part of our, situation, sex is a requirement. All right. So it's your boy Miles Cunningham. Appreciate you for hanging out with me. Appreciate you for, clicking on this video. If you know somebody that needs to hear this, please share it with them. I'm trying to grow the channel. I'm trying to grow the message. There's a lot of bullshit going on in society right now, and there's a lot of fake shit going on in society right now, and there needs to be a balance, and I need for there to be a balance. So I need messages like this to get around. You understand? So please comment, like, share, subscribe. Remember that this channel has been demonetized, so check the donation link in the description. All right. Also, appreciate y'all, man. I just appreciate y'all for supporting the movement. You know what I'm saying? For supporting Lucario, for supporting the Bad Boy membership. All right. So it's your boy Miles Cunningham. I hope you're having a beautiful, beautiful day. And always remember, the truth is inside you. Peace, and Mac Lives Matter.
Go to badboymembership.com. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com.
All right, shout out to Mr. Lucario and Miles Cunningham, the Bad Boys of the Dating Game, and the badboymembership.com for these great prizes to help me tighten up my game. I have the Seiko watch, the Carolina Herrera Bad Boy Cologne, and a $100 gift card for Target to tighten up my spot. So now I got my wrist right, I got my smell right, I'm gonna have my spot right. Now I got my mind right because of all that game I've been learning on the badboymembership.com. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the game that you guys lay down, and y'all stay up. Peace.